Yuletide is upon us. December 1st is here, and the Yuletide event is live in game. I'm excited by this. I think it is going to be a challenge for those that don't spend. Let's not get that twisted. It's going to be a challenge, but I do think it is doable, and I think it's great. We're going to be able to get a free champion in Tormund the Cold, who is a really good champion, I think. Maybe not top tier, but he can definitely be an aid to a lot of your accounts out there. So definitely somebody I recommend getting. And there's some good rewards along the way. And so obviously it's going to be a challenge like any fusion, which I think this is equivalent to. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely something that's available to us. I do want to cover it. I do want to look over it right now and go over that with you. If you guys have prepared for this, you'll be in good shape. If you haven't prepared for it, it's going to be a little bit tougher for you. But again, like I said, still doable. Welcome, I'm the Deadwoodjedi. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Like I said, the Yuletide event is live, and what I want to do is cover everything about it that I can. Now, I don't know a whole lot more than you guys do as far as what's in game versus anything else I've been told. I haven't been told all that much else. But just by looking at it, I think we can surmise a lot about this event, right? First off, this is the daily thing that's going to be popping up. Go to shop, look at that, 20 snow points right there. We're going to get that. It's going to be for 25 days, which means inevitably we'll be getting 500 points just from logging in every single day. That's a big boost. We can go over here to the events tab and you'll see, hey, look at that Yuletide event. Look at that. It's right up here. We can see all the things that are happening right now. So we can see there's a summon rush going on right now. It'll take us right to that event page. Perfect, right? We can see that there are progressive chances happening. Okay, I don't know why that's being advertised there, but hey, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. We can kind of a go-to spot. Hey, Drop Fever. It's not live yet, but that event's coming. We got winter offers. I don't know what those are. Oh, that must be the daily offer thing, right? So that's something that's there. Okay, cool. Spider Turn Attack. It's not live yet. Not live yet. I knew that. Yuletide Artifact Enhancement, not live either. But what's cool is, here's a good thing about this. It's a go-to spot where we can go, okay, what is happening in game? This is what's happening. Excellent. I can go check it out. We can go to the event itself and look, there's my 20 points. Got some silver. Sweet. But if we go through, we can see there's going to be 5 milestones along the way, right? Culminating in a shard for the first 4 and Tormund the Cold on the last one. And as you can see, you just need 2,000. You need 2,000 points to be able to get this, right? Now the trick is, here's the question: what is it going to take to get there along the way? Obviously, we're starting with a summoned event, so pulling shards is going to be a part of it, as it is with pretty much all these things that Plarium does. That's not unusual, but we definitely have some other events and tournaments that are going to be a part of it, right? We've got the Summon Rush event is happening right now. We've got the Artifact Enhancement coming up. Hopefully they'll drop a schedule later today so we actually know when things are happening, and allow us to do a little bit of planning. That would be really, really nice. There's going to be some tournaments. We got a Spider tournament coming up for it. So there's definitely some things that are actively happening in game and will, presumably be coming along as this goes along. I mean, it's 25 days, so it's nothing short. So we'll be seeing some development as it goes. One thing we can kind of get an idea from just the summon rush, right? You need, for 2,350 points, you can get 100 snow points. For 4,100, you can get 200. I mean, I don't know exactly how great that is, but that's the breakdown. 4,100 sounds like a lot to me. I mean, that's basically 8 sacred shards. But here's something, I don't know if this is new. It seems new to me. Every other time I've seen one of these events, you usually get 20 points for an ancient shard. This one says 50. 50 points. That's a significant boost right there. I mean, significant boost. It's a huge change. Essentially, every 10 ancient shards is going to give you the same points as 1 sacred. That's massive, right? It's much easier to accumulate. I mean, I don't know if it's much easier, but for a lot of people, it's easier to accumulate 10 ancients than it is 1 sacred. So that's kind of a coup, I would say, for us, just as far as that goes. That's kind of a big thing there, right? And so that's, I don't know, to me, that seems pretty dope. And obviously, if you keep pulling, you 10,000, you get a soul, eternal soul stone. So, there's some stuff going on here. But I don't know if like I feel like 4100 is a higher point total than it's been in the past, but also I know 50 points for an ancient is like 2.5 times what it was before. That's a huge increase in value there, which I'm actually a big fan of. So I'm interested to see what you guys think of that. Is that better or worse? What's that trade-off for you? To me, because I think previously those summon rush points, they've been increasing over time. I always feel like they were like around 3,500 for the top reward, right? For what you need. So I don't know if an extra, that's basically what, like an extra, 15% increase, I think, around there, right? An extra, 1/6, I guess 18% boost versus a 150% boost on the value of an ancient shard. So, you can weigh that, whether that's better or worse for you. But I think this is great. I'm really excited about this event. If we just look at the event, that's not what I want to look at. You look at the event itself, it's only 200 points to get the ancient shard. So everybody, as long as you log in, even for 10 days, you're going to get the ancient shard. If you log in, just logging in without doing anything else, you're going to get not only the ancient shard, but the void shard. So everybody's going to be able to do milestone 2 without having to do anything else. That's pretty great. And then, it's another, 400 points to get the primal shard, another 500 from that to get the sacred shard, another 600 from that to get Torm the Cold. I like the structure of this event. I really like the structure of it. Now, the rest of the rewards, obviously, there's some, this final stage, there's a lot of really good stuff. There's, the brews, I'm like, I don't know. But like, some of the stuff is pretty solid, right? Getting the energy, the chaos ores, the soul stones, even the soul essence and the glyphs are at least a nice level, it seems like, right? It doesn't seem badly thought out. Like for once, I feel like this is actually pretty decently thought out. Now there's some things where it's like, the brews are useless. The potions aren't great. The silver is 500k is not bad, but it's a little low in my opinion. The Plarium points just should never be a part of anything ever. So some of these things I'm like, I don't know like why we include them, but at the same time, they're free rewards. The fact that everybody's going to be able to get at least first 2 milestones just by logging in is pretty solid, I would say. And so, yeah, there's going to be some room to skip some stuff. But if the summon rush is any indication, we're probably going to be going through at least 2. My guess would be 4 summoning events at least for this thing. That means you're going to have to do probably 2 summon rush and 2 champion chase would be my guess. That tells me, okay, now we have to start paying attention to what is it I want to skip? What is it I can skip? For those of you that are able to do, obviously for paying players, it's not going to be as much of an issue. But for those of you that are, try to be real conscious of the resources expended, you're going to want to pay attention to this if we ever get a schedule. If not, what I would be planning on is a similar structure to this, with a low amount of points available at a smaller tier and a high amount of points available at a higher tier. And recognizing you can only skip 500 points worth if you want to get Torment at the end. The great thing though, you just want the sacred shard. If you just want the shards, only the first 4 milestones, right? If you have Torment, you don't care about Torment. The first 4 milestones, only 1,600 points. You only need to get another 1,100 points. You could probably skip most of these summon events altogether. I don't know. We haven't seen, obviously, the point rewards available for like artifact defense or dungeon divers or, specific dungeon tournaments in themselves. My guesses are going to be somewhere between 50 and 100 points for those, but we shall see. One of the reasons why I say that is just the way the event is broken down. Obviously, by 20 going up here, I think this is mostly for, milestone 1, milestone 2 are mostly just for the daily login. After that, it tends to go up, by 40 here on stage 3, by 50 on milestone 4, and by 60 on milestone 5, which is kind of interesting. So maybe we'll see further breakdowns of like 40 and 60 or 20 and 40 or 30 and 50. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes as it goes along. But I'm excited for this. I think it sounds kind of a fun event. Obviously, we're going to want to be paying attention to what events are happening in game as they're going on. So that's a big thing. Obviously, we have a 25x summon chance right now. This is going on all weekend. It's really nice. People were worried about having to make multiple choices. You only have to select one champion that you want to choose from to summon. Now, if you're like me, you don't really love this summon event because you have the only champions I don't have are Bishop Pinthroy and Beauregard. They're both good, Neither one's, OP game changing. I really wanted this to be Duchess would be my ideal choice here. And the epics aren't useful for me. But if you're struggling with Spider, Miscreant Monster is an absolute beast for that. Duodan the Runic is a really good champion as well. So I think both of those are worth checking out. On the Void side, Warlord is fantastic. I think the Snake dude is okay. It's not really my cup of tea. And I don't really rate either of the epics super high and think that you have to get them. I don't have one of them. I don't think I have this guy, so I wouldn't mind getting him, but not really what I'm looking for in this. But I do love the fact that, the Ancients are a part of this. We're getting 50 points in Ancient. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. So, anyway, that's kind of what's going on right now. Hopefully that helps you guys kind of figure out where you want to go with. Look, I'm new to this too. So you guys see something information-wise that I should know about that you point out, please let me know so I can include that in future videos and just kind of educate myself as well. And obviously, as time passes after this video goes out, we'll have more information. We'll see some of the other events that are going live, and I'll be able to make some alternate judgments on whether this is good, bad, where things are going as far as, the way these events are structured for us. I know there's a lot of No Die in December folks out there. All the respect to you. And this is going to be something that's going to be a bit more challenging for you, obviously, but free-to-play players have been able to do pretty much everything in this game. I don't think that's going to change the fact here. It's just about how much time are you willing to spend on it. So, hopefully though, events like this, giving us, 20% of the points up front, I think is really great, or at least, offering that to us just by logging in every day. The structure seems good. Raising the points on the Ancient seems good. I'm not saying that Plarium is necessarily actively, making changes based off the response that we're giving them, but it seems like that's kind of what's happening. I don't think the new content that should be dropping hopefully soon, the Syntronos, that's unrelated. That's been in the works for a long while. But these events, I know they're planned ahead of time, but point values and things like that can always be adjusted. Whether this is something they've been planning for a while or it's done in relation to the complaints that we've been having as players, I think this is a really good step in the right direction. No one's expecting them to give away things for free, everything for free, but allowing us to log in and make significant steps towards things, allowing us to have the flexibility to participate and not participate to our own level, but not be excluded from the rewards of the event. I think all those things are really progressive and really good changes to this game, and hopefully they maintain. So we'll see if there's another fusion in this month. That will obviously be an indication for that. We'll get to see if they're really listening to us or if this is a one-off type of thing. But hopefully this isn't a one-off. Hopefully this is something a little bit more consistent. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And until next we meet, the Deadwood Jedi.